teaching our kids how to be safe on the internet. What exactly can be harmful on the internet? The first thing is strangers. Why can strangers be harmful on the internet? Strangers could lead kids to believe they are someone the kid might know. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and even Blogger are websites strangers like. They can get personal information off of these websites by becoming friends with our students. And I just thought this was a good picture to emphasize just how dangerous strangers can be. Strangers equals danger. Who could these strangers potentially be? Online predators. Know who you're talking to. Beware of online predators. Online predators love kids who are having problems at home. They also love kids who have recently broken up with a boyfriend or girlfriend, or who's having trouble in school. Some might even like kids who are being bullied, and the kids might be looking for a friend, so that's why they accept these online predators as friends. What do they exactly do? The online predators will create a profile, usually pretending to be the same age as the student they are trying to get to know. They will then IM, chat, or message, or even email the student. This is called grooming. Once that student is comfortable with his or her new friend, the predator will usually admit they are older than they claimed they were, but not always revealing exactly how old they are. If the student doesn't seem to be upset with that, then the predators will reveal who they are, and then usually convince the student to meet them in person in a private location, and we all know what happens from there. There's a stereotype of who these predators might usually be. In previous studies, the predator usually is male, 30 to 50 years of age. Sometimes these males have a good life. They're married with a really good job, but something is missing. So they go online to try and find these kids. Viruses. Viruses can come from anyone. They usually come from emails, CD-ROMs, USBs, music, and even websites. What can viruses do to your computer? Viruses can completely wipe out all data on a hard drive. They can open files to reveal important and even private data, or they can just simply wipe out a couple of files. Free applications. On certain websites, we see pop-ups, ads, or other type of advertisements saying something may be free. Children are very vulnerable and may fall into these traps and click on an ad for a free toy or game not knowing it could be a trap. These free applications could have hidden agendas. They could be giving personal information away without the person even knowing about it. There could also be hidden fees that are not upfront on some of these applications. what can we as educators do? What can we do to help against strangers and online predators? Some ways our students can stay safer from these online predators is making sure their account is set to private. Only the friends they accept can view their profile. Don't ever use their full name on an account. A lot of kids nowadays put nicknames, and that's probably the best bet. We all do it, but personal information should not be on any account the student may have. It is also not safe to put pictures of where they live or even the school they attend. A lot of students now use their phone to upload photos to the internet, and most of them don't know that a lot of phones now have a built-in GPS. When they upload a photo, it usually says where the photo was taken. I know for me personally, I have a Facebook and I just got a new cell phone, and whenever I was uploading pictures, it would automatically say where I was. I didn't know it was doing that, so we need to make sure our students know that their phones are possible of doing that, and there are ways that they can take that off. Help against viruses. It is important for all computers to have an antivirus program on it. Some of these programs can be downloaded for free, while others you pay for. It is really just the person's preference on what kind of program they would want. Antivirus programs scan relevant files, looking for the specific programming code or signatures of known viruses. They also look for common behaviors of viruses. To avoid conflicts, you should use only one antivirus program at a time. Some free programs work just as well as expensive ones. What kind of programs are out there? Symantec's Norton Antivirus, and even McAfee Virus Scan. And this is just a picture of some of the other ones that are out there, like Trend Micro. I use personally McAfee, like I just said, Panda Security, Norton from Symantec, WeBrute, AVG, Quick Heal, and even F-Secure. It's important to do research on these before you download them to your computer. Help with free applications. There are many settings that help with these kind of pop-ups and applications. Most of the time you can set up your options to block pop-ups. This can help with little kids in the fact that they won't have the temptation to click on that application or pop-up. And I also think it's very important for us to explain to our kids what these free applications are and what they might be, just so that they know not to click on them. Or even on cell phones now, we get text messages and stuff with free, win something, and we just need to let our kids know. Children's Internet Protection Act. CIPA, which stands for Children's Internet Protection Act, requires that filters at public libraries and public schools block 3 specific types of content: obscene material, that which appeals to prurient interest only and is offensive to community standards. Number 2, child pornography, depictions of sexual conduct and or lewd exhibitionism involving minors. And number 3, material that is harmful to minors, depictions of nudity and sexual activity that lack artistic, literary, or scientific value. Does CIPA help in the school district or even the community libraries? While this act has had a positive influence on helping keep students safe, it has also taken away from some educational content. We may need some of this content to be able to educate our students in being safe on the internet, or even material that is educational in the classroom. In a study of over 1 million pages for every web page blocked by a filter as advertised by the software vendor, 1 or more pages were blocked inappropriately. While many of the criteria used by the filtering products go beyond the criteria enumerated in CIPA, filters have significant rates of inappropriately blocking materials, meaning that filters misidentify harmless materials as suspect and prevent access to harmless items. Furthermore, when libraries install filters to comply with CIPA, in many instances, the filters will frequently be blocking text as well as images, and, depending on the type of filtering product employed, filters may be blocking access to entire websites, or even all the sites from certain internet service providers. And I really just think it's the school decision whether they want CIPA in the school to help block these inappropriate websites. So it's just a school decision.